The main character have an older stepsister, and she is always defenselessly sleeping around their house. Because of this, the main character was fighting his inner demons to resist the urge of unlocking the forbidden relationship. The main character remembers that he was an enemy of his older stepsister, and she was colder than Antarctica when she was interacting with the main character. However, he likes his older stepsister, and that feeling will not change despite her harsh treatment. One day, the main character's friends were looking at the ladies outside. Then they were complimenting a cute lady with bountiful assets. So, the main character told his friends that the lady was his older stepsister. The main character was looking at his stepsister, and she noticed him, but she was ignoring stepbro. Later that day, the main character was knocking at his stepsister's room. Then she angrily approached the main character. He told her that his friend was a fan of her, so the friend wanted to be introduced. Of course, she will not allow a third party to join in an anime made in Alabama. The main character was also not okay with giving away his stepsister, so the main character just wasted her time for asking a stupid question. Suddenly, the stepbrother grabbed the stepsister's hand. Then he told her that he noticed that she was avoiding him lately. He knows that she was a legendary single lady. Therefore, the main character will fix that issue. Then he takes the risk of revealing his hidden feelings. She was surprised with that shocking emotional declaration, and it seems like she was also wanting to unlock the unholy Alabama tradition. Then the main character initiated the attack, and he was grabbing 2 pieces of papaya straight from the tree, and this was a dream to reality for the main character. She was activating Tsundere mode, but it was not effective against a hungry man of culture. Her melons were getting eaten, so her drainage system was leaking. Then the main character was using his skillful hands to repair her leakage. They were in the hallway, so the main character carried his older stepsister to change the location. Then he carried her to her bedroom. The main character continued his plumbing services by manually fixing her underground leakage. However, she was leaking more water instead, so she was crying from receiving the main character's aggressive repair method. The main character activated his weapon, and he was preparing it to enter the unexplored region. She wanted stepbro to cancel his attack. However, there is no way to stop himself at this moment. Therefore, they were now performing the clapping ritual, and she was offering her first blood to the main character. She wanted the main character to stop, so the main character told her to punch him, if she really wanted to reject him. However, she told him that she will punch him later, when they finish their bonding moments. Then the main character was letting her experience his massive power, so his older stepsister was now losing her mind from his overwhelming force. Eventually, the main character deposited his overflowing creamy vanilla milkshake, and he promised that he will treasure her forever. Anyways, his stepsister was true to her words. Therefore, she punched the main character after he finished their exercise at home. After that, he was sent outside his stepsister's room. Meanwhile, the older stepsister was aiming to move away from their home to keep distance from the main character. However, they keep getting closer instead. She can still feel the fresh milkshake inside her storage facility, so it motivated her to personally scratch her Bermuda Triangle. While she was busy with her self-support, the main character entered her room again, and he discovered that she was a good solo performer. Then his older stepsister was asking how long he was standing at the corner as her audience. It was obvious that she was angry, so the main character held her hands to prevent domestic violence. Then he told her that he was already an audience when she started reciting his name for her solo gaming motivation. The main character disturbed his older stepsister's solo time. Therefore, he will finish her unfinished personal business. Then the main character was using 69% of cooperative feeding frenzy. After that, they have another clapping activity, and it made his stepsis low battery. However, the main character was not contented yet, and he was now drilling his older stepsister again. Then his tired stepsis became energized, and she was now more honest with her feelings. Therefore, they reached the finish line together in this marathon until dawn. The main character's weapon was still full battery while installed in her underground cave. So, his older stepsister continued using his equipment. Then the main character ended their bonding time with the last batch of his creamy milkshake. After that, she was now peacefully sleeping after a tiring clapping exercise. Then suddenly, she realized that she also had special feelings for her stepbro. In the next scenario, the stepsister was thinking of avoiding the main character, because she wanted to return back to their default settings, and be normal again. Suddenly, her friend told her that the main character had come to deliver her lunch. Then she approached the main character, but she can't keep an eye contact, because the clapping activities will just flashback. The main character give her lunch, and he grab her hand. Therefore, they created a dramatic atmosphere. Then the main character was asking his older stepsister to see him during break time. She was now about to accept the side quest. However, she woke up to reality and kicked the main character. Even though she rejected his request, she still ended up secretly having a meet up with the main character. The main character was fed up from too much holding back, so, he was now standing straight, and ready to attack. Then he was scrubbing the entrance of her underground cave for underground water extraction purposes. The main character was now ready for underground drilling operations, but his older stepsister denied his entry. Therefore, the main character improvised, and he will be contented with her Gulp 3000. His stepsis agreed to his request, and she was now having her feeding frenzy. Then the main character was complimenting his older stepsister for performing an excellent Gulp 3000 service. In addition, the main character requested her to deep clean his legendary sword. His older stepsister was very cooperative with his request, so the main character donated a vanilla milkshake, and she was voluntarily drinking his original creation. Then stepsister karate chopped the main character's leg, because he forgot to flavor his vanilla milkshake with MSG, and that is not very Asian of him. After that, the main character wanted to repay her kindness. Then he uninstalled her lower equipment, and he was now drinking the most refreshing crystal clear water straight from the source. She was enjoying the lady's favorite therapy, so she wanted the main character to level up his eating gameplay. Then the main character immediately improved his performance, and it resulted in her creation of the shower of glittering gold. In addition, the main character was drinking her mango juice. After that, her resistance became 0, so the main character started clapping her. The main character was working hard in their exciting activity, because his aim was to make her happy. Then the main character filled her with an extra thick whipped cream. The next day, stepsis was recalling the events yesterday, and she was happy that the main character was raising her heart. Suddenly, her friend told her that the main character was sent to the clinic. She was very worried, so she immediately ran towards the clinic to check on her step-bro. She was already in a panic, and the main character was sleeping like he was ready for his isekai life. Then stepsis was very dramatic, and she was overreacting after seeing the main character's peaceful expression. So, her friend told her that her step-bro just collapsed from stress. The stepsister was embarrassed from being so dramatic, and she slapped the main character, even though it was not his fault. Then she was blaming the main character for making her worry, and the main character was happy for her concern. His stepsister was now going to leave, but the main character grabbed her again. As usual, when this pattern happens, a storm will be approaching. It was only the two of them in the clinic. Therefore, the existence of clothes will be removed from the scenario. Then the main character was playing with the massive planets in her solar system. After juggling the planets, the main character entered the space hole, and he was doing dimensional travel. Her gravitational pull was very extreme, and the main character cannot escape from her. Therefore, the main character cannot retreat, and he gave her a big bang explosion. After that, she asked the main character why he collapsed. Then the main character told her that he was overworked due to his part-time job. He knows that his older stepsister will be moving out, and living alone next spring. So, he took the initiative to earn money to be able to come along with her. Then his stepsis was now glad from her step-bro's determination. The main character have no idea where she will be moving out, so she told him that it was just a close distance from their home. Then stepsis started giggling. Anyways, that's the end of this cultural anime recap. They have an unholy relationship, but their feelings are genuine. So, I will leave the final conclusion to the viewers. Then here is your special homemade sauce, and please make sure that its consumption is limited to the culturally matured people only, and thank you for watching.